If you're not successful this time, do you see yourself running again in 4 years?
No, I don't. No, I don't. I think that will be it. I don't see that at all. I think that hopefully we're going to be successful.
Mr. President, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, I think we just have to do what you have to do. You know, the only ones that really are trouble are consequential presidents. So in that way, it's a very nice honor. But it's true. I mean, I was a very consequential president and would certainly be, and maybe even more so this time, because I understand the system. I understand countries. I understand who rips us and who doesn't. And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have a clue. They don't even know what's happening. And I think that I will feel safe. I think I'm going to feel safe.
Are you ever scared?
I can't be scared, because if you're scared, you can't do your job. So I just can't be.
Well, there's just 43 days to go until the US presidential election, and if you can believe it, the race is becoming stranger and stranger by the day. The latest Harris campaign ad is targeted at white dudes. Take a look.
Hey, white dudes. So, I think we're all pretty sick of hearing how much we suck. Every time you go online, it's the same story. We're the problem. And yeah, some white dudes are. Trump and all his MAGA buddies are out there making it worse, shouting nonsense in their stupid red hats and acting like they speak for us when they don't. So I've been doing my own research and decided to check out Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. And before you jump down my throat, they're actually talking to guys like us.
Well, joining us now is Based Politics co-founder, journalist and commentator Brad Palumbo. Brad, great to see you. Why do the Democrats insist on dividing every part of the electorate into identity groups?
They're addicted to identity politics, and I think this ad sets a new world record for cringeworthy pandering. I mean, what is this accent? You guys may not have picked up on it, but this is some weird combination of a Boston accent, maybe a Jersey accent, maybe Midwest, I don't know, but is this what they think white dudes are like? I mean, there's something about this that is just so tokenizing and so blatantly an attempt to pander to people that it's bizarre. And personally, I imagine how whites for Trump would go over, right?
Yeah.
It would go over like a lead balloon, right? And that's good. We don't need racial balkanization of our politics in 2024. It's gross and strange stuff. It really is. But this is what passes for progressive in my country these days.
Well, Brad, speaking of strange stuff, let's talk about the media coverage of this election. A CNN reporter interviewing a Trump supporter at a MAGA boat parade has been well and truly owned after suggesting that this guy shouldn't be concerned about the cost of living because, you know, he owns a boat.
Let me maybe ask like a slightly impolite question. But, you know, if you can afford a boat, you're not hurting so bad, right? Because a boat costs a lot of money and it's a lot of upkeep.
Listen, nobody gave me I earned everything that I've got. I'm retired military, retired power plant, and I am successful and retired and with boats, jet skis, because I did it right.
I think it's interesting that people who are a little bit more comfortable are still so concerned about the economy. Did you see what I'm saying?
Because I want my money to go further.
Brad, even given how biased CNN can be, I mean, that's pretty incredible, is it not?
It's really wild stuff. I don't know why they aired this. They thought this was a good look for them? No, it just showed you how out of touch many in the mainstream media are. Because one, it's factually wrong to suggest that everyone who owns a boat is extremely wealthy. A lot of them are middle class, and some people own a boat instead of a home. So it's just doesn't mean you're fabulously wealthy and don't need to worry about the price of gas or food. But even then, the CNN reporter seems shocked by the idea that he might care about the economy, even if he's personally pretty well off, because it affects everybody. And Republicans are not, in fact, these selfish, greedy people who only care about themselves. It really shows you the stereotype and contempt that at least some people in mainstream media have towards MAGA supporters. And I thought it was a very revealing clip, and I'm surprised they let it go to air.
Oh, I was surprised it was genuine at first. I had to double check that myself, that this was actually CNN. Ridiculous. Well, speaking of ridiculous, we've heard some pretty outrageous things in this presidential campaign, but Brad, I reckon this one tops the lot. A commentator on MSNBC reckons Vladimir Putin will be intimidated by Kamala Harris because she's black. Check this out.
Kamala Harris would be just the opposite. Why? Because she's an inspiration. As a black woman, the product of a mixed marriage, our credibility as a nation, you know, that we would be able to allow, our country is so great that we're allowed a woman like that to become the commander-in-chief, the president of the United States. That is going to send a powerful message all over the world. People like Vladimir Putin are going to say, hey, wait a minute, these guys, you know, they truly have a democratic country.
Brad, your thoughts?
I'm almost lost for words. The stupidity of the suggestion that Vladimir Putin is going to be wowed by the boxes Kamala Harris checks off on the census. Newsflash, MSNBC, he doesn't care. He's going to look at her and see weakness. He's going to see her incoherent word salad. And frankly, he's been undeterred by the Biden-Harris administration these last few years. He looked at them and didn't seem at all impressed or stunned by their diversity and equity and inclusion. No, he decided to do an illegal invasion of Ukraine under their watch. So this is identity politics obsession to the nth degree, and it shows you how addiction to identity really corrodes your thinking and just pushes you into absolute brain rot territory. There's nothing wrong with a black person or an orange person or a white person or any other kind of person being president, but it's not an accomplishment, and it's certainly not going to frighten foreign dictators that we have so much diversity in America. They could care less. They're looking at the cold, hard facts of the situation.
Absolutely. Hey, Brad Palumbo, thanks once again for helping us to make sense of America.
Thanks,
we really appreciate your time.